Let's go over an update for the Solo: A Star Wars Story box office results. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, ever since the Han Solo movie debuted just last Thursday on its pre-opening night, garnering $14 million, and as the days roll by into Memorial Day weekend and into this week, we kept on learning more and more about the results, and it really wasn't for all the better. In fact, it really hasn't been doing all that well in comparison to all the other Disney-era films, such as The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, and Rogue One. Now, a lot of new projections have been coming out about the general global box office for Solo: A Star Wars Story and what it's going to make this weekend, and the fact that it very may well not break even for Disney, and how this is bad news for them. Now, looking at this weekend so far, on Friday it garnered $8 million. Now, leading into the rest of the weekend, it's said that tops, it might not even go over $30 million, but looking globally here, the new projections are that it may not even break above $500 million globally. So that's, of course, overseas and domestic and foreign, everything mixed in there. And looking at Solo: A Star Wars Story specifically, what this means is that they put hundreds of millions of dollars into the reshoots that Ron Howard had to actually partake in, right? It was a lot of work for him, it was a lot of money for Disney and Lucasfilm to essentially remake the whole movie. Only 20% was left by the original directors. So globally speaking, now they are saying that it's not even going to go over 500 million global. And if you look at Rogue One, it actually broke 1 billion globally speaking, and that honestly is a huge difference in comparison to Solo: A Star Wars Story. Like I say, Disney's still trying to get down to the bottom of it all, and I really do believe that it all has to do with The Last Jedi backlash and of course the Solo: A Star Wars Story boycott, as well as some marketing issues in the mix well before its release date. Now, looking at the Han Solo film specifically here when it comes to the box office results, as of right now, you know, it's at like $200-some million. I believe the last time I checked, it was at $203 million global. So seems like they're really not going to get anywhere near close to 500 million if I had to say anything, because next weekend, I believe, is when Jurassic World 2 debuts, so that's going to be even harder for Solo: A Star Wars Story to garner even more money on its third weekend. And this is why a lot of financial analysts out there are saying that this is trouble for not only Disney, but the movie, but the future as well when it comes to the Solo sequels. Now, we do know that they were setting up Solo sequels because Alden Ehrenreich and the girl who portrayed Enfys Nest and Emilia Clarke, they were all signed up for these movies. So now it really leaves a big question open on the table for discussion. What is going to happen with the Solo sequels? You know, will they be canceled? Will they stay in? Will they risk it again? Will people go against those films? I don't know what's going to happen, and it's a very interesting thing right now. In fact, I've been talking to quite a number of you guys, and a lot of things that people have been saying, you know, when they went in the theater and how there weren't all too many people in there. I would say that I experienced the same exact thing. In fact, one of the movie theater managers that I know over in Jersey, he actually said on a Friday night, the one that just passed, at 8 o'clock or 8:30, I believe he said, there was only 10 people in there. So this really does raise a lot of questions as to where this movie's going. But anyways, guys, I wanted to give you guys that little update for Solo: A Star Wars Story. Let me know what you think about the results overall. What do you think about the film? I thought it was good, not great. I enjoyed Rogue One more. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.